Hi guys, it's Kim, and today I'm going to do my decks for the Halloween season or the fall, the autumn, the dark descent. I got all those decks out, and I got several out. I'm going to try to get through them pretty fast though. I'm going to start out with the Four Hawks. I opened it because I can never get this lid off this deck. So I figured I'd be prepared and open it up. Let me see. I pair it with, my favorite pairing with this deck is the Embroidered Graveyard. So I'm going to show that first. If I can get them out of the box. But yeah, I like to bring these out this time of year. Here's the backs, and it's edged in like a bronzy color. But these go good together. These are my favorite pairing this time of year. I think I still got my Embroidered Graveyard in order, because I haven't pulled it out. Just getting ready to. I'm so glad it's this time of year. This is my favorite time of year. Hoodie weather. Halloween. I just love fall. I love the changing of the color of the leaves. But yeah, look how these pair together so nicely. They talk to each other, these decks. I really love them together. The oranges really complement each other in these decks. I read somewhere in the guidebook on the Embroidered Graveyard that deck is about dealing with death and dying. And my father passed away 5 weeks ago, so I'm going to get into that deck and really see what I can learn from it. And see if that's what it's really about. I don't know if I heard that on YouTube or on TarotTube or if I read it in the guidebook. I can't remember. I think I read it in the guidebook somewhere. So I have to check into that. I don't know if I'm processing the grief like I'm supposed to. But anyway, that's the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle and the Forhaxa Tarot. Next up, I've got the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. And this one's good for this time of year. It's got a guidebook that comes with it. Here's the backs. I don't remember if it came edged or if I edged it in a black. I cannot remember. I've had this a couple years now, I think. A year at least. But it's good for this time of year. Got a lot of witches in it. I love the coloring. It's beautiful, the colors. But it's a magical deck. It's good for this time of year. Really makes you, it's good for journal prompts. I like to journal with it. Although I've fallen out of my journaling practice, I need to get back into it. I've kind of slacked off here lately. I'll get back into it though. That's the Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. Next up is the Practical Magic Inner Witch Tarot. This is a cool deck for this time of year. Here's the backs, and it's edged in a gold. Let's see what I got going on here. I got some turned. There we go. Had them all turned the wrong way. This is a very minimalist deck, I would say. I find it hard to read with. But I'm going to give it another shot. I even watched Practical Magic for this deck. I need to watch it again this year. I watched it last year. But yeah, I find it to be more of an intuitive deck. And I don't know, I just find it kind of hard to read with. but I'm going to give it another shot and see what happens. I love the artwork in it. And I love the cardstock. It's some matte cardstock, but it's not the sticky matte. It's the smooth matte. So that's the Practical Magic Inner Witch Tarot. Next up, we've got, I can't remember the name of this, Hayworth? No, not the Hayworth. That's coming up later. This is the Crow Tarot. This one's good for this time of year. Crows, Halloween, they go together. Comes with a little guidebook. Yeah, this is a really good reader. I was surprised when I got it. Shocked at how good it read. Because I put off getting it for a long time. Wasn't really drawn to it, but when she came out with a pocket size, I thought, well, heck, why not try it? And yeah, I was really shocked. Can use it as a shadow work deck. Although it's not really like that. I mean, it doesn't really read shadowy for me, but you can use it for shadow work. It's a good reader. The guidebook's good too. I like the guidebook. So that's the Crow Tarot. Next up is the Everyday Witch Tarot. I should have just taken these out of the box. I've got some more big decks I'm going to have to get out. Here's the backs, and I've edged mine in a black. That's kind of bled over onto the artwork, but I like it. I think it looks cool like that. I learned on this deck, tarot. I tried several decks. I tried the RWS, but this one just seemed to be the one that I was able to learn on. It's been, well, back 2020 when I picked up tarot. This one seemed to be beginner friendly, and I still use it today. It's good for beginners and seasoned tarot readers alike. I wouldn't even call myself a seasoned tarot reader. I still call myself a beginner even 5 years later. I'm still learning, and I'll continue to learn till the day I die. But I like this deck, even though I feel like I know the meaning of the tarot cards and how to read a little bit. I still love this deck. Brings back memories of when I was learning. It's good for this time of year. It's got a black cat on every card. So that's the Everyday Witch Tarot. Next up, I've got the Tarot of Crowley. And I had two versions of this, but I rehomed one because it was just a color version of this same deck. I've got this one in order because I was going to do a study on it. But this is a cool deck. I've lost the guidebook in it though. I sent it off with the other deck. It was a PDF and I don't remember the web address to get the guidebook back now. But yeah, this is a pretty cool deck and it's weird, obscure. Oh, nudity, sorry. But yeah, this is a cool deck for this time of year because it is so weird and different. Gotta use my intuition. I don't think the guidebook was anything special. I don't think I'm missing out on anything. This is your basic run-of-the-mill, like, little white book. So that's the Tarot of Crowley, another nudity card. Sorry about that. Hope YouTube don't flag me. Next up, I've got the Raven's Prophecy. Perfect for this time of year. All year long, really, but really this time of year is really good. Kind of a shadow work deck. Here's the backs, and I've edged mine in an orange. I want to read the series of books that was written. But I'm not really not much of a reader. And if it was really interesting from the beginning, then I could follow it and stay with it. But it's got to be really captivating for me to stay with a book. I've tried to read and I don't have much success. I have to really be drawn to the book. It's really got to be an edge of your seat, keep you on your toes book for me to follow it. Otherwise, I won't. I'll lose interest and just go on my merry way. And I don't want to get the series of books and then just not read it. So, I don't know. I may try it one day. I'll just get one of them and see how it goes. That's the Raven's Prophecy. Perfect for this time of year. Next up, I've got the Madame Lydia Wilhelmina's Monsters and Macabre and Autumn Scenes. Just the Lydia Tarot. Here's the backs, and I've edged mine in a gold. Another one that's perfect for this time of year, the dark season. More of a shadowy deck. Beautiful artwork. This is a highly sought after deck. They only do reprints every so often. And I can see why it's so beautiful. I just love the artwork in this deck, and it reads so good. Comes with a little book. Doesn't have much information in it though, that's for sure. It's real shadowy. Good for the spooky season. Can use it intuitively. She looks creepy. That's the devil. I don't like that devil. So that's the Madame Lydia Tarot. Next up is the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. It comes with a little guidebook too. Here's the backs, and it's edged in a red shiny. Perfect card for the first card. Yeah, this has some weird cards in it. Good for the spooky season. Hades. There's the Kraken. Kali. Chimera. Oh, the Morgan. I haven't pulled this out in a couple years, so I don't remember how good the guidebook is. I did not pull it out last year. Scylla. Monitor. Looks like it's going to be good. Looks a little weird, just like I like. But we're going to try it out this year and see how it goes. So that's the Deep, Dark, and Dangerous Oracle. Next up, I've got the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. Another one that's perfect for this time of year. Oh, mine's starting to bow. Not too bad. See, it must have been my last card drawn. Here's the backs, and I won't edge this. Not a Baba Studio deck. It's got the cold foil stamping, which I think it has too much on this deck. Kind of detracts from the artwork. Some of the cards do have too much. Others are okay. But yeah, you have to turn the cards to be able to see them. They get reflected in the light, and you can't even see what the artwork is on some of them. I just think they went overboard on this deck. I'm not getting rid of it though. I love my Baba Studio decks. That's a beautiful teal color. I love that color. It's one of my favorite colors. But it reads really good. I've got the bigger guidebook, and that helps. But yeah, it's even a good intuitive reader. See, like, I think this card had too much foil on it. And her dress, that's gorgeous. But good for the dark season. Well, that's a beautiful card. I love that card. Good for the Halloween season and autumn. That's the Bohemian Gothic. Next up, I've got the Antiquities of Magic Oracle. It comes with a little small guidebook. Here's the backs, and I think I edged mine in a black. I can't be certain about that. But this one seems to be good for this time of year. It's dark. I use these words for journaling when I am journaling. I'm not journaling right now. I'm on a down slope of journaling. I need to get back into it. But these words are really good. They come with the main word of the character in the card, and then a keyword that goes with it. And I tend to bounce off that word and journal with it. And it works out good. See, ocean, release. I can see that with the water, release. Dog, loyalty. Dogs are loyal. Ship, exploration. Got beautiful artwork in it. I just love how the cards fade out into a darker. Makes it feel like it's for this kind of season. And I pull it out more this kind of season. I don't tend to pull it out in the summer months. I just pull it out more in the autumn, in the Halloween season. So that's the Antiquities of Magic. Next up, I've got the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Pips. This is the new one that Patrick Valenza come out with. And I was so excited when I seen the pre-orders for this, because when I went to look for it, it was out of print. There's the backs, and I don't know if I'll edge mine or not. I probably will. But yeah, this one's good for shadow work. And I really love the guidebook. The little white book, but I just love the way it's written. I love the artwork in here. I think it's funny. It makes me laugh, this deck does. It cracks me up. But a lot of people use it for shadow work. I like to read it intuitively. But I do like the guidebook, I have to say. Doesn't give you a whole lot, just a little perspective on the cards. But yeah, this is a cool deck, and I'm glad it's in my collection now. Levers. Three of Swords. That's the Trionfi della Luna Illustrated Pips. Next up, I've got the Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. I've got the Bloody Hell edition and then the regular edition. I'll just show these together. These are good to pair with all my fall season decks. These are another one I want to use to journal with and help me with my readings. See if I can help make them tie into... I have a hard time sometimes pairing oracle decks with my tarot readings. I don't know how to tie them in at times. But I'll see how I do. I haven't worked with them yet. I haven't had them that long. I like the artwork in them. They're cool. Come with a little fold out sheet on to help you with the words. If you need a starting off point. So that might help me out. So that's Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle, the Bloody Hell edition and the normal edition. And last but not least is the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels. This is definitely for this time of year, I think. Although you can use it any time of year. No, this ain't last. I've got one more after this. Got a fabulous guidebook, I've heard. I haven't read it, but I have read about the cards. When I've used this deck, I have read about each individual card, but I haven't read the guidebook cover to cover. This is a gorgeous deck. Full of erotic romance and vampires and what do I got here? I got two in the middle that are going the wrong way, and I never know how I get that to happen. Now I've got these going the wrong way. There we go. They're so slippery. But yeah, there's the lovers. Beautiful. It's a good reader. Kind of a deep reader. Really need to get into the guidebook and do a deep study on this deck. Learn a thing or two. So I've heard you can learn a lot from that guidebook. Supposed to be really in-depth. I just need to take a good few months out of my time and just devote it just to this deck and that guidebook. So that's the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels. And now, last but not least, is, I think it's called the Hayworth Tarot. But I'm not positive. I gotta look on this sheet here. I didn't get it out of the bag. I can't remember. This came with it. Yeah, the Hayworth Tarot. Here's the backs, and I've edged mine in black. And it's one of those that do that. It warped sideways. But yeah, this one does not come with a guidebook. And I found it hard to connect to. I know it's an intuitive deck. You're supposed to read it intuitively. But I've just had a hard time with it. I'm going to give it some more time and see how it goes. I wish it had a guidebook, but it doesn't, so we'll just make do. Slicing her fingers off there. This one's good for this time of year, though. It's more of a Halloween-y type deck. Scary. It's got scary and gore in it. Like a cup full of intestines. How about that? Some of the cards follow the Rider-Waite-Smith system. But the others, I can't tell what they're trying to say in it. I'm lost. So I just apply my own meaning and go on about my business. Others are easier to follow. So that's the Hayworth Tarot. And that's all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. Those Halloween decks and the autumn season and the Dark Descent. and leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any of these decks, how you use them. And I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye.